Hey gang, Tony here. I am going to be doing a bunch of videos. I'm probably going to try not to post them all at once so that you have a chance to watch them all. But this one is part 3 of the Ask Me Almost Anything questions, answers. That's a really awful title. I should probably think of that. I'm a little distracted because Luna's on the table here and I feel like she's going to knock over the camera stand. Hopefully that doesn't happen. And before I really get going on the questions, very quickly, I recently put on my novel, Soundtrack to the End of the World, signed copies of them on my store, Envy. There were 5 copies, and they sold out within less than 30 minutes. So they're gone. My question for you is, should I get more to put in the store? So I'll sign these, I'll personalize them if you want me to. They're my debut novel that has been available for a few years, couple years, but I have recently started ordering copies from my publisher so I could sign them and sell them myself, rather than you ordering them direct from the publisher and then, you don't get the signature. So, if you would like to see me put more of these up there, I'm just trying to get an idea for if there are any people out there who still want them. I'll do that, and I'll put them back in the store Envy. So let me know in the comments below. Okay, questions. Next up, actually I'm going to go back for a second to Johnny's old question. I already answered Johnny's question, but it was cut off, and he was actually asking, part of the question that I didn't know he was asking was, what would my last words be? And I feel like it would be apropos to make my last words Breathe Deep of the Night. I'd probably come up with something better given, I don't know, another 100, 200 years of life, roughly. So, maybe in about 400 years, I'll have my last words worked out. That'll be pretty good. Alright, so next actual question is from Kara K. Kara asks, if you could star in any horror movie that has been made, which movie and what role would you play? That's a pretty good question. I, as usual, have not given any of these questions any sort of thought, so these are all off-the-cuff answers. I feel as though the obvious answer for me would be Trick or Treat. I would not necessarily want to be Sam, simply because I don't know that I could embody the Halloween spirit the way Sam does. So I'm not really looking to be Sam, but maybe one of the, there aren't that many surviving male characters in that movie now that I think of it. So I would have to be a female character, I guess, but I would be male. I don't know how that works, but I don't know. I would want to be in Trick or Treat somehow. I don't know what character. Second answer would be Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Hi, Luna. You okay? I think Luna wants to get out of the room, doesn't know what's going on. I close the door when I do these videos. So, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Leslie Vernon, I think I would be in that movie. Good question, though. Next up is from George Lathwell. Have you seen Rick and Morty? And also, are you going to write another book? If yes, do you have any ideas on what it will be about? If these aren't good questions, it's because there's so much I want to ask, but I figured most of them would be asked by other people, and I couldn't decide what to ask. P.S. Your videos are awesome. Thank you so much, George. I have not seen Rick and Morty, I don't think. It sounds really familiar now that I'm thinking about it. But, yeah, I don't think I saw that. I am writing another novel. In fact, I started my second novel... You okay, Luna? What's up? I started my second novel years ago and have been slowly writing it in between other projects that I've been working on. There's about 50,000 words, 50,000 words to it already. It is tentatively titled The Shadows of Flies. It is the 3rd installment of the unofficial Moonhill trilogy. So my first installment of the Moonhill trilogy is Welcome to Moonhill, the short story collection. The second installment is the audiobook novella Reality Engineers, and the third would be this novel that I'm working on, which is technically my second novel. I say unofficial trilogy because the plots are not linked at all. It's simply linked by theme and by setting. Moon Hill, the fictional town that I have created and tend to write in a lot. So that is the next novel. I would love to finish it soon, although I am working on one other project before that's going to happen. So hopefully soon, though. And I do have a couple other things coming out in the meantime. There's an anthology that I'm in called Madhouse. I have a story in that, so I'll announce that when they're available. Thank you for the question. All right, next up we have I don't know how to pronounce your screen name. Kbyebea. Bay. Kbyebea. Sorry about that. All right, question. This is a long one. It's the year 2017. You're like 74 years old. Thank you for that. And it's yard sale season. You venture out to a sale that promises all the jack-o'-lanterns and all the retro video games, but instead, you find your baby Freddy being sold. Blasphemy! What do you do? But seriously, have you ever ghostwritten? So this is the second part to this. So that's the fake question. What do? I smash the place up. I smash it. Tony Smash. No, really, I just probably offer them $5, buy it back, and then resell it at the original price. I don't know. I don't know what I do. I probably feel pretty sad and go cry for a while. I do kind of know what this feels like because apparently my novel's been sold, like, used on Amazon and stuff, so it happens, I guess. But seriously, have you ever ghostwritten or would you ever ghostwrite? And can you write my essay? I have never ghostwritten. I don't think I ever will ghostwrite. I was talking to my friend Mary about the ghostwritings of books, and it seems like an interesting way to make money. I suppose if someone offered me enough money, I would, but I doubt anyone ever would, so I won't. And no, I'm not going to write your essay for you. I'm a professor, come on. Come on now. Alright, next up is from Nikki Quinn Rants, XOXO. And she asks, thoughts on Harley Quinn? I love her upcoming Arkham Knight video game look. She is my favorite character. I don't have many thoughts on Harley Quinn, mainly because I'm not that... It's hard for me to say this without feeling like a total hypocrite, but although I do buy comic books and read comic books, I never really got into the older, like Batmans and Supermans, and the classics, I guess you would probably call them, the standards. I mostly bought and read Image Comics, Dark Horse, and a lot of just horror stuff, dark stuff. I did play Arkham, I don't know, one of the Arkham games, the first one, the first Batman Arkham game on PS3. And, I mean, you know, I like that character, Harley Quinn, a lot, but I don't have any real thoughts on it that would be worthy of speaking, I suppose. My cat is going fucking crazy. I'm gonna have to cut this now. I'm gonna cut it now. So, I'll do another installment soon. Thank you all for the questions. I'm sorry if some of the answers were not that great. I apologize. I should probably start reading these in advance. Alright, everybody, coming back with some unboxings and things. Cheers. Have a great weekend. Breathe deeper than that. Bye.